Good morning. Today we're going to be doing my mid-year book tag, mid-year wrap-up. So let's just get right into it. Talk about some of the books that I read first half of this year. First, we'll go over reading habits. How many books have I read, and am I on track with my goal? I have read 34 books this year so far, and my goal was to read 75. So I'm 45% through. I've gone through a few reading slumps, a little behind, but even if I don't reach my goal, I'm okay with that. I just like having a goal. It's just fun for me. What was my reading format of choice? I've been starting to read more physical books this year, it looks like. 53% of my books are ebooks and 47% were physical. I really thought I'd have more ebooks in there since I read a lot on my Kobo, but I have been buying a lot more books lately. My most popular genres, I'll go through my top 5. Fantasy, romance, contemporary, LGBTQIA+, and sci-fi. This year I did start to get into contemporary a bit more, so this makes sense. Not bad. All right, my best and worst reads. My best book so far, definitely The Song of Achilles by Madeline Miller. Absolutely amazing, beautiful book, all around perfect. I loved it so much, and it hit me way harder than I expected. My biggest surprise was Old Man's War by John Scalzi. This is a sci-fi. I had this recommended to me by someone. The very first sentence in the book and the first sentence of the synopsis is, John Perry did 2 things on his 75th birthday. First, he visited his wife's grave. Then he joined the army. This book was way better than I expected it to be. I think I gave it 4 stars, 4.25 stars. When you reach your 75th birthday, you can sign up to join the army. That takes place off planet. So you basically sign your life away. You are legally dead and you will never go back to Earth again. Around the middle of the book, it did feel like it slowed down a little bit, but the beginning and the end were fantastic. My biggest disappointment. So I had 3 books here, but my biggest disappointment was Uprooted by Naomi Novik. This is a fantasy, and every Reddit thread I would be on looking for a good standalone, everyone recommended Uprooted. And I finally got around to reading it, and wow, was I disappointed. The male main character was so horrible to our female main character. There is a little bit of a romance subplot, but I was not rooting for them at all, and I did not care at all about the plot. Honestly, I forgot a lot of what happened in here, but I absolutely did not care about the characters. My other 2 books that I won't go in depth on was House of Hunger by Alexis Henderson and When the Moon Hatched by Sarah A. Parker. Nope, didn't do it for me. All right, let's talk about characters and moments in books. My favorite character, probably Viv from Bookshops and Bone Dust and Legends of Lattes, but I read Bookshops and Bone Dust this year. Viv is just so unapologetically herself. Her first thought with anything is that she just wants to help, and she is so kind to everyone she meets. Most memorable scene or quote, I have 2 here. As for scenes, there are scenes in Mavefly by CJ Lead that will forever be burned into my brain. As for quotes, I absolutely loved some quotes from The Song of Achilles. There is no law that gods must be fair, Achilles, Chiron said, and perhaps it is the greater grief, after all, to be left on earth when another is gone. Do you think? That one hit me hard. It still does. A book that made me laugh, Look Out for the Little Guy by Scott Lang. And if you know Marvel characters, you know Ant-Man, Scott Lang, Paul Rudd, then you know why this book made me laugh. It was a cute little kind of memoir by Scott Lang, and he just kind of goes and talks about his experiences during the Avengers. A book that made me cry. I have 2 here. There are a lot of books that made me like tear up, but these 2 made me ugly cry. A Man Called Uwe by Fredrik Backman and The Song of Achilles by Madeline Miller. Absolutely sobbing by the end of those. Now for new discoveries. My favorite new to me author, probably Madeline Miller. I've only read The Song of Achilles so far, but I will read everything she writes. Next up on my list is Circe. My favorite new bookish purchase, definitely my bookshelf. I finally have my own bookshelf, and I actually have have a whole video that I made setting it up, building it, decorating it, but I am so happy with it. I love it so much. All right, looking ahead for the rest of this year, what am I most looking forward to reading in the second half of the year? The Lord of the Rings. I need to read that trilogy this year. I'm sad that I haven't gotten around to it yet, but I need to read it. I'm very excited to read Lord of the Rings. Any new releases I'm excited about? I am pumped for Somewhere Beyond the Sea by TJ Klune. That is a sequel to The House in the Cerulean Sea. Definitely one of my favorite books of all time, and I cannot wait for Somewhere Beyond the Sea. And any reading goals for the rest of this year? I need to finish The Expanse, and I'm currently on book 3 of 9 right now, so I'm pretty sure I can finish it. So there we go, there's my mid-year wrap up. Did we have anything in common the first half of the year? Let me know in the comments, but thank you for watching. If you enjoyed, can do all the YouTube stuff, like, comment, subscribe, all that jazz. My arm hurts and it's really hot out here, so I'm gonna go, and I'll see you in the next video.